Hey, my tech guy Tim here. Today we have an HP 3600 compact desktop. It's kind of a small form factor style computer. We are doing the usual. We'll run through some B-roll. We'll do some cleaning up. Load Windows 11. The Windows 11 we do have to bypass the RAM check and the processor check because it is an older system. It has an i5 Gen 3 processor. So we'll go through all the specs and everything on that as well. But so far I haven't had any issues with the processor checks and having to bypass those for the Windows 11 machines, for Windows 11 running on older machines. And then we'll go through the selling process. Typically I'll upload to Facebook and offer up, and we'll see what kind of profit we can get. Power supply, the power plug. You have the older, this is the older machines. You have the older PS2 mouse and keyboard, a VGA, serial display. It does have a full-size display port. There's 4 3.0 USBs, 2 2.0 USBs, and then a gigabit Ethernet connection LAN port there. And then this is where the slots are for the PCI. So that just kind of folds down. Pull this up. That folds down. Let's take a look at the front. So the front case goes on like that. It has the DVD drive player. You could actually access the hard drive, and you could slide the hard drive in there. And then some more USB and audio. So it was like headphones, microphone headphones. Here is a look at the inside. The battery folds up like this. There's a hard drive here. This is the DVD player. This folds up as well. And then you could store an SSD or another drive in this slot here. It has 4 DIMM slots. These two are 4 gig sticks each. Here's some power connectors. You have the SATA ports. So there are 4 SATA ports, 2 being used currently, 1 to the DVD drive and 1 for the hard drive. There is the CMOS, the heatsink, and you have some PCI. Now, because this is a small form factor, any kind of graphics card, it would have to be adopted to the specific small form factor to be able to connect. All right, now we're ready to clean it out. Typically, I will use like those compressed air cans or my shop vac. For this, I'll use the shop vac just to have a little stronger of a force of wind to blow it out. The shop vac is good for both the cleaning and vacuuming aspect, but you can flip the hose on the shop vac to also have a stronger blowout that the compressed airs can't really do. So let's go see how dirty it is. Right, I have the USB plugged in. I just booted off of that. I'm not going to show the whole re-imaging to Windows. There's other videos that I've done on that and other videos you can find on YouTube. But basically I booted to the USB, it found the hard drive, I deleted all the partitions, and then I loaded Windows 11 to the hard drive that was installed. And this is the computer that is currently connecting to. So this is the Windows 11 Pro 23H2. I think there's a 24. That's the newest update, so I'll try to push that out before boxing this up. It has the 8 gigs of RAM, and it is an i5 Gen 3 processor as well. Alright, this is the machine. Get a little clearer shot of the specs. That's the i5, 8 gigs of RAM, Windows 11. So slots 2 of 4, there are other two open slots for some more upgrades. This is the 500 gig hard drive spinning disk. We'll have a posting. Typically been using Facebook and OfferUp. So we'll post this up online, and I'm thinking starting at around $100. I think that's what I was seeing when doing some rough looking. Yep, so these ones here. So 4th gen. So those are all 4th gen. So this is a 3rd gen, 8 gigs of RAM, so about 100. So I'll probably start it with that, and then can always drop it down. And I'll post those information about the posting and when it sells. Thanks. Alright, the HP Compaq 6300 Pro sold. I did list it for $100, kind of starting out what I was seeing on other eBay and other places, expecting to probably lower it down because it is a pretty older machine. I posted it on January 31st of 2025, and it sold or was shipped out by February 9th of 2025. So overall, a pretty quick turnaround. Obviously not a huge profit, going down to the $60 from the 100. The buyer did pay for the shipping, and this one was boxed up and sent out to the buyer. I didn't add anything special to it. It just had the hard drive that it came with and the 8 gigs of RAM it came with, so there was no extra cost for anything I added. So it was just the system as I got it. Alright, here is just the visual breakdown. So spent 0 on the system, just picking it up for refurbing e-waste. Cleaned it up as we saw in the video, posted on around January 31st, sold February 9th, and that's when it was actually shipped out. And then started at $100, sold for $60, and then the payout was, it did take a little while for that to actually come through, but the payout was, including the Facebook fees, was $51.74. So that was the entire breakdown for selling through Facebook. One disclaimer for Facebook is they no longer are, you have to make your own shipping labels now, which I find a little annoying. So I'm kind of debating if I might try to look at eBay or OfferUp a little bit more when coming to sell stuff, just to avoid having to worry about labels and stuff, because it's pretty convenient when the Facebook Marketplace and other places just create those labels for you, and you can easily ship those things out. So we'll see. I might give it a shot still to see how that still flows. But that's it for this video. Thank you.